Welcome back, friend. I'm Jason here, and we're talking about Ted Greene's Chord Chemistry, Part 9AL from Section 8 in the book. We're covering page 40, middle of page 49. If you don't have the book yet, you can get it. The good news is it's right here in the link in the card above or the link in the description below. And you can get it and practice along with me. And if you don't have it yet, go ahead and do that. Dominant 7, flat 9, flat 5 chords right in the middle of page 49. We're starting with 1, 3, flat 5, flat 7, flat 9. The 7 flat 9 flat 5 chords without roots are the same as 7th chords whose root is a flat 5 higher. Like E7 flat 9 flat 5 without the root equals B flat 7. So only 7 flat 5 flat 9 chords with roots will be listed here. Okay, so let's just go walk through that really quick like. And let's take a look. The E7 flat 9 flat 5. The E7 with a flat 9. So here's the E7 with a flat 9, root 3, flat 7, flat 9, flat 5. No root note. Minus the root note is the B flat 7. So that's why we're only justifying the use of these chords that are to follow. Okay, so let's jump right in and let's get right down to it. E7 flat 9 flat 5 on position number 6, and it just happens to be the fret or the position or the shape rather that I just played with you. Okay, so let's take a look. Position number 6, we have the root, the 3, the flat 7, the flat 9, and the flat 5 on the top. Oh yeah, nasty. Yeah, this is a tension-oriented chord, isn't it? Is it not? A7 flat 9, flat 5. Next up, position number 4, we're using the thumb here. We've got Mr. Greene to thank for this book. And thank you very much indeed. All right, so we have the root note right here underneath the thumb. And it's another thank you for this really simple voicing. Super simple. So root, flat 7, 3, flat 5, and flat 9 on the top. Yeah, you got it. E7 flat 9. Let's take a look at what's going on here. The third voicing on this journey, this particular part of the journey. And, you know, I sincerely hope that you're really going well with your guitar practice. And I hope that you continue this journey for yourself, for the benefit of yourself. And why don't we just get right back into it? Fret number 8, we have the E7 flat 9 flat 5 with the flat 9 in the bass and the flat 9 a perfect fourth above it. This is really cool stuff right here. Root note 3 and then flat 7 on the top of it. Ooh. Not really. Not really, you know, just really tension oriented there. So what is E7 the 5 of? A. So we can easily resolve that tension, but we'll continue to move forward as we choose to move to position number 6. So let's just do it. E7 flat 9 flat 5 on position number 6. So we have the flat 5, the flat 9, and the root, and and the 3, and then the flat 7 on the top. So we've got a few string skip, or one string skip here. So we have a fifth, which is basically the flat 5 and the flat 9. And then, you know, the 7th chord on the top, you know, the root 3 flat 7. Yeah, really great stuff. Good. It's a 4-finger, a 5-fingered chord, right? Good stuff. So good luck with that one, and let me know if you have any questions about it at all. Let's continue on with the journey, which is a theme here as we travel through this book, page by page, word by word, and chord by chord. A7 flat 9, flat 5 on position number 3. Let's do it. We have the thumb again, A, right? And so 3, 5, and then, but the thumb is on the flat 9, root 3, and then root 3, flat 5, and then flat 7. Oh, this is just nasty. So if this chord is interesting to you, but hard for you at the same time, join me every weekday morning throughout all of 2025 for my morning ritual for guitar growth. It happens every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and it's specifically designed to warm up those fingers and get those stretches in place so our fingers respond to great asks like that chord that we just witnessed. Let's continue moving right along. It's free, by the way. So position number 2, let's go ahead. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have the root, the flat 9, A7 flat 9, flat 5. We have the flat 5, and then we have the flat 7, and then what are we doing here? Ooh. So A would be here, the flat 9, the flat 5, the flat 7. Then we're reaching back to position number 2 for the root, and then the 3 on the top. And you can hear the root note right here buried in the upper middle of the voicing. Another beautiful 5-note, lush, tension-ridden 5-note chord. A7 flat 9, flat 5 on position number 5. Let's stick a flat 9 and a flat 5 in the bass again on the bottom register again. Why not? Flat 7, we have the, I'm going to use this one middle finger to double stop the 2 strings on fret 6, the E and the A strings. Flat 7 surfaces here on the D string on fret number 5. We have the 3, and I'm working right up from left to right, from bottom to top. And then, ooh. Wow. Big fat 6-string chord here. So we have the flat 9, flat 5, flat 7, 3, flat 7 again, doubled, and then the root note on the top. Sounds sort of like we're around the witch's cauldron, doesn't it? A7 flat 9, flat 5. Let's go ahead to position number 8. These chords are starting to scare me a little bit. It's been a while since I've worked through this book, and I remember the sheer terror that you can experience as we get through some of these really, terrifying chords. But, fortunately, we have each other to walk through and just kind of investigate. We're starting right here instead of the flat 9 in the bass. We have that flat 7 in the bass, followed by the flat 9, and then the flat 5 on in the middle, right in the middle, and then we have the root note, and then the 3 on the top. So we'll remember the root note 1, 3, 5. We're at flat 5. Very nice, very cool chord. Totally useful. Also, I wanted to note that I am doing, there's a playlist here. I'll link it in the description if you wanted to sort of apply all of these chords. It's really important that we walk through and at least get our hands on every chord voicing at least one time. That way we can discern what exactly this book is about. All right. At least that's the approach that I'm taking here. And you're more than welcome to join me. Dive a little deeper into those chords with an applied approach. All right, E7 flat 9, flat 5 again, position number 6. we have the flat, so we're E is the root note, right? So but the flat 5, then we have the root, the 3, the flat 7, flat 9, and then the flat 5 on the top if you want. You know, now let's take a look. I wanted to just introduce this to you because I love this kind of playing. Lenny Breau and, you know, so many other wonderful guitar players do this kind of harmonic, sort of bell-like, chime-like octave work. And it starts an octave above this. So I'm on fret 5, 6, and then 3, 5, 6. So that would be, you know, right up above in this area. So let's take a look at what happens. I'm going to activate the string above the D string and then come back down to the thumb, which is an octave above. And I'm going to use that walking pattern where I'm using the ring finger on my fret hand to pluck the tone, come back to the low E string. That's a string skip, right? And that alternates back and forth. So we have, what is that shape? I'm just basically following that shape the shape of my fret hand 1 octave higher, so I can have, oh, let's see, so wrong frets here, so 5, 6, so we have, this really cool little segment that you can check out. So let's move right along. E7, flat 9, flat 5. Position number 5. If you did have more questions about that previous technique, just drop a line in the comments and we'll develop it a little bit more. All right, so we're on fret 5, but we have E7, flat 9. Again, the root note is E. Then we have the flat 5 in the bass. We find ourselves with the flat 9 is the next voicing. The 3, and then the, what are we doing here? The flat 7. So we've got to refinger this, or I've got to refinger this. I'm using that, what would be a bar with, I'm just laying that second finger over frets 6 with the flat 5, flat 9, the 3 of the E, right? And then the flat 7, and then the root note on the top. Oh yeah, magical voicing right here. E7, flat 9, flat 5, again on position number 10. So that gives us a 3 in the bass, a flat 7, flat 9. We have the, let's go ahead and do this sort of like a, you know, it's like the, you know, the B flat 7 again, right? With the 3, the flat 7, the flat 9, the flat 5 with E in the bass. Oh yeah, wonderful stuff, yeah. And of course, the 7 chord that creates, you know, the rootless version of the 7th chord is a tritone away from the root note of this E7, flat 9, flat 5. Also, if you have questions about that, hit me up in the comments. We'll talk about that a little bit more. E7, flat 9, flat 5. On position 4, let's jump down. Anytime I see this thumb sort of buried in the middle of the mix, so the E7, flat 9, flat 5 with a flat 5 in the bass. Oh man, the flat 9, then we're jumping up to the flat 7, and then back to the flat 9, or the root, sorry, rather, and then the 3 on the top. So we have the flats, flat 5, flat 9, flat 7, root, and then the 3 on the top. Good. E7, flat 9, flat 5 on position number 3. This grouping is a little bit challenging, I got to admit. We have 3, 4, so we have the 3 in the bass, the flat 7, and then the flat 9, flat 5, and then the root. Dense little cluster here. Really fun stuff to get sort of grooving on. A7, flat 9, flat 5. Let's take a look at this one. So we're right here square with the root note, and then we're just doing the, 4th finger, sort of like, just a really great sort of 𝗪𝗶𝗰𝗀 sort of sound. We've got this root note, we have the flat 9, we have the flat 5, and then the flat 7 on the top. We could use the 3 on the top of that if you'd like, but, we'll leave that optional tone up to you. That requires a change of heart for your fingering patterns, though. Oh yeah, just brilliant stuff, brilliant sounds. And the last 2 chords for the day for us, and then I bid you adieu, or adieu or farewell or whatever we say, sayonara or see you later. A7, flat 9, flat 5. Position number 3, let's do it. 5 is fret 5. We've got the root note again, lulled into that false sense of security that we have a root note in the bass, and then the flat 7, flat 9, flat 5. We could use the flat 7 on the top or the root note on the top, but let's just take a look at what happens when we play just the root, the flat 7, flat 9, flat 5 like this. Oh yeah. I just love this shape right here. But then what happens when we play it like this? We get the root, flat 7, flat 9. Just know. Let's take a look at what happens. Root, flat 7, flat 9, flat 5. No 3 at all, right? No third. So it's just a really dense sort of cluster of flat 9-ishness and flat 5-ishness. So it's that's a very special and unique quality voicing right there. E7, flat 9, sharp 11, or flat 5, right? Same enharmonic equivalent. But anyway, position 6, we have the, wow, all right. So we have the 5, the root, the 3, the flat 7, oh boy. The trick here is to get, of course, to get that with your, your second finger bar on the bottom 2 strings with the 5. And we say sharp 11 because the sharp 11, it goes above the octave. So we could actually use the root, the 3, the 5, the flat 7, the flat 9, and then the sharp 11 on the top. So that's where that's coming from. A big, fat 6-stringer. Oh yeah, that's right. It's what we live for around these parts. And with that, I think we conclude today's session on the dominant 7, flat 9, flat 5 chords. If you don't have the book yet, for some reason you're squeaking by and you decide you want it today, today's your lucky day because we have the link again right here in the card above and the link in the description below. And if you would like, you can watch this video right here to keep on rolling. From one guitar practitioner to another, I wish you happy picking.